You ready? And go.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome to Mullin It Over here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Nate Mullins, Joey Krajewski, and Greg Kinn spinning the dials, keeping us live here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And folks, if you're not followed and subscribed on any of those channels, what is stopping you? At this point, come on now. Get with the program. Make sure you like this video and share the video. And then make sure you are followed and subscribed on all of our channels, but specifically on YouTube, guys.
Yep.
What I suggest is go to YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then on Facebook, turn on notifications for when we go live. That way you know, and even if you don't want to watch the videos every time we go live, at least then you can know when we're going live.
Yep.
Because sometimes we say 7 and it may stretch a little later. Like today, we had an art class going on, so we get a little bit later in the day. So, But once again, make sure you like, follow, subscribe, all the different social media platforms. Thanks for tuning in here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Joey, we're back at it again, back in the saddle. Another night here at Studio Squared.
Love it.
It's starting to get a little bit more homey the more we get into this.
Yep.
I mean,
getting a little bit quicker, figuring out camera angles and stuff like that, getting the lighting in the right spots.
I like it.
It's awesome.
I like it. I dig it. I don't even know which camera to look at now. Is it this one or this one? Or this one?
Yeah, Greg kind of threw me for a loop right now.
You guys just got to guess now.
You just got to guess now.
Messing with my tiny brain.
Right. I don't think I'm supposed to be looking at the cameras anyways. I don't know. Whatever.
I don't know.
So,
I'm just a rookie at this.
Yeah, I mean, the video thing is still a little new to me too.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Just deal with it.
We just learn as we go.
I'm just trying to make you guys look good, man.
Hey, I appreciate that. Anything.
I know it's tough.
Yeah, well, yeah. There ain't a camera in the world that can make me look good, but I appreciate you trying, Greggy. That's for sure.
Thank you.
But no, let's talk about some things that are going on in the area before we get into, some different
Little talk.
off-topic stuff,
Yeah.
But let's talk about Art Week. Because I originally wanted to have a couple different people on tonight, but they just busy schedules, and obviously I tried to make it happen last minute. I think that was on, my fault partly, but we want to get some people on to talk about Art Week because that's what's going on this week in the community. Art is everywhere right now. You got these traffic boxes. Have you seen these?
Yeah, I've
art
seen them.
Installations.
Yep.
It's kind of hard to miss them. They're everywhere.
I know, right?
And it looks so good. When they first started doing this, I was like, okay, you're going to put art on something that nobody ever looks at? That doesn't make much sense. But then now that I see them, and
It's like the only thing you can look at when you're stopped at a red light.
Okay, cool. This actually is pretty cool. I've never looked at these things before, but now I'm looking at them, and it's because there's so much cool art to look at.
It's crazy. There's some cool stuff on them, too.
And that you can still submit your art if you want to get involved. The deadline for submissions for phase 2 is July 8th, I believe. This is why I wanted somebody on with me to talk, because I want to make sure I'm getting these dates right. But once again, I think you can still submit your artwork for the phase 2. So if you have an art submission that you want to turn in, maybe you've already got a painting and you're like, I don't want to do anything, but here's this painting I came up with a couple of years ago. That totally works.
They'll use it.
Yeah,
that plays.
Because that's what my wife, the painting that she has on the traffic box down by Bailiwicks, that was a painting she did like 4 years ago.
Damn.
So, yeah.
That's crazy.
She just submitted it and it won. So
that's interesting.
You never know. If you've got something that you want to be on display and see the public get their eyes on it, turn it in. TMAC, that's Tiffin Municipal Arts Council. They have meetings, I think, twice a month. This is, once again, I'm just shooting from the hip here. I wish I had somebody on with me that has this information, but I'm looking on the community calendar right now, and every day says Tiffin Art Week. There's all kinds of stuff going on this week. Make sure you check it out, because I know Thursday is the big day, and I think we might be planning something for Thursday. Maybe we'll get outside the studio a little bit. Just depends. It's going to be 94 degrees on Thursday, so maybe we'll just wait. But I do kind of want to do something different.
Yeah, get out there in the community, show face and stuff like that.
And maybe we can convince some of them to come down to the studio and do an interview with us.
Yep.
So who knows?
Show them our place.
Maybe we'll do a little live, on my phone or something. I'll go down there, interview a couple people, and then we'll keep it live and bring it all the way to the studio, and then we'll walk down to the studio. Who knows?
I think that's what he said.
We'll find something fun
little
to
chit
do.
chat and walk.
Yeah, for sure. So once again, Art Week is going on this week.
Nate, you said that you believe the deadline was July 8th?
Yes.
Okay, that's the date I got to hear from
All
Chelsea.
right. So there you go. July 8th is the deadline to submit if you still want to get your artwork submitted for phase 2. That's the traffic control boxes.
And then did you talk about the Court Street Market? That's what's going on Thursday the 16th?
Yes, that is on my list. That's on my agenda of things to talk about here.
Okay.
I know I'm on the 15th, which is tomorrow. There is quite a few things going on tomorrow, including the Community Art Shed's 1-year anniversary at the Punyon Project. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Community Art Shed, but Ryan Punyon is like one of the coolest dudes, I swear. Like he's one of the driving forces behind the art community right now. And what he's doing for the young artists in this community, I mean, I feel like is not getting enough attention or promotion because this guy's awesome. What he does for artists in his area, in this community, like I said, it needs more promotion. It needs to be told, and people need to know about it. This Community Art Shed is essentially, it's like an art supply closet it's like a take one, leave one art supply closet. Like you go there, and if you need something, you get something.
Right. Like, let's say the creative juices are flowing and you just don't have the proper materials to get your creativity on. You just go down to the art shed and, like you said, Nate, you take something, leave something when you get a chance
going.
Yeah, and I don't want you to get the impression that you have to leave something because it's not that idea. You don't have to leave anything. It's just when you are doing well, consider donating. You know, if you're doing well and you're an artist, consider donating to the Community Artist Shed. But if you don't have those things, don't let that stop you from creating. That's what this is all about. And that's what I really appreciate about what Ryan does. Is it Ryan or is it Ron? Is it Ron Trout? Is that...
I was like, what do you mean, is it Ryan or is it Ron? You know Ryan. I was like, what is he talking about?
Ron Trout. I don't know if you guys are familiar. It's his alter ego.
I'm not.
You need to check it out. Ryan's really cool. He's a cool dude. He does a lot of cool things. But that's one of his things that he does that's kind of, it's just different. And I dig it a lot. It's pretty cool. He's got puts on a mustache and a wig and like these aviator glasses.
Basically looks like a ranger or something like that.
Just Top Gun.
It kind of reminds me of like, who's the guy? Andy Kaufman. Where he does the alter ego, where he puts the wig on, he's got the glasses, and you know what I'm talking about? Like, it kind of reminds me of that a little bit, but Ryan's a great guy. He does a lot for the art community, and, you know, that's something that I feel like if you're not busy tomorrow, it's from 10 o'clock until 6, and if you don't have anything going on, you need to go down there and check it out. They're doing it's a supply drive to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of the Community Art Shed. But it's also just a celebration. Don't think you need to go down there and bring anything. He's setting up a really cool little stand. I saw he posted a picture yesterday of like a giant table with a bunch of beads on it.
Oh.
And it's just like a huge table with all these multicolored beads. And I think what he's going to do is he's going to set that out and encourage people to make whatever they want.
Heck yeah, that'd be sweet.
So, I mean, take the kids down, check it out. It's something really cool. And like I said, Ryan's really cool. So,
and when's that happening again, Nate?
That is tomorrow. The Community Art Shed Supply Drive at the Punyon Project. That's right. That is, what's the address? It's West Perry, right?
It's right on the corner of West Perry and
Clinton Avenue. Yeah, right on the corner of
by Heidelberg
Perry
University.
And Clinton Avenue. Right by Heidelberg University. The Punyon Project. Go check it out. Celebrate the 1-year anniversary of the Community Art Shed. That's, once again, tomorrow. As for tomorrow, I don't really see anything else art related. But Thursday is the busy day. Thursday's the day where everything's going on. You got Jam's monthly markets going on. It's a big one. This is the big one. This is when they get everybody together for the big market. Then you have, 75th anniversary of Jolly's Drive-In. They're doing a ribbon cutting on Thursday.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
They're having and this is also the bicentennial birthday party. So this is celebrating Tiffin's 200th birthday.
Dang.
And then, Greg, you talked about the Court Street Market. It's a collaboration of artists, crafters, handmade goods. There's over 25 different vendors that are going to be downtown. Dang. That's from 5 o'clock until 8:30 at night tomorrow night. Thursday night. So I imagine that's going to be on the agenda for us, is going down and checking out what's going on Court Street and what's going on with the happenings downtown.
What's popping?
I also read that that 75th anniversary, there's going to be 75-cent hot dogs.
Are you kidding me?
So we're going to have to find some of those too.
Guess we'll be in attendance then.
So what are we? We obviously we got to get with the toppings that we talked about yesterday.
Dude, see, that's the thing about Jolly's. Jolly's throws a curveball in there.
They do.
Because, like, I feel like when you go to Jolly's, you got to get the chili cheese onions.
Yeah, because, like, you can say what you want for your top 3 hot dog toppings, but when you go to Jolly's, you just throw it out the window.
Yeah.
Because it's like, no, I want a Jolly's. This is
my
Jolly's. Go-to at Jolly's.
Yeah.
You know?
Jolly's is different.
I think, who was it yesterday? Tony Klepper was telling me about his go-to at Jolly's. And it's got like shredded chicken on it and like mac and cheese.
See, you can get wild.
Hot dog
bro.
and like,
I don't know what it is about Jolly's mac and cheese. Like, I know it's probably just frozen mac and cheese. It is so good.
It's so good. I like it with the pulled pork on it too.
Oh, really? I have.
Oh, yeah.
I have not.
Their pulled pork, they use their own root beer to make the pulled pork.
I've had the pulled pork before, and it's very, very good.
With the
I
mac
did
and
not know
cheese.
that. That's a great combination.
That's where magic happens.
Really, anything with mac and cheese, you can throw anything on mac and cheese, and it's just immediately better.
Yeah.
Just,
I had some mac and cheese before we started today.
I know.
Brought some in. I even offered. You were like, nah,
Dude, I just ate.
I can't believe you were able to pass up that mac and cheese, especially how creamy and delicious that was.
You don't understand. Like, when
I'm eating mine right now.
I have an issue when I eat because, like, you know, you're only supposed to eat till you get hungry. I have this issue where I eat till I can't eat anymore, and it's a real problem.
Is that a problem though? I mean,
if you were like a doctor, some people would say that.
If you're my heart,
or like a health coach.
My heart thinks it's a problem.
But the thing is, like, I've been eating foods for a long time. It's like when I get food, I get good food, like that I know I'm gonna like.
Yeah.
And like it's just one of those things where it's like, okay, well, whatever I order, there's gonna be nothing left. It's either I die or all that food's gone.
I kind of live by that motto myself, where it's kind of like I do have balance in my life, but for the most part, if I want something, I'm gonna get it. I'm not gonna limit myself because I want to be healthy. I want to try to eat healthy today. No,
nah.
I'm only gonna live one life, so
yeah.
I want to make sure I get as many opportunities as I have to eat the food I want. I'm gonna take advantage of every single one of them.
Yeah,
that's just how it is.
You know what one of the worst cravings is when it comes to that? Sundays when you want Madison Street.
Oh, or Sundays when you want AJ's.
Yep. Oh. Or Monday for lunch, Madison Street's like, now I got to sit here hungry, wait till 3 o'clock, and at 3:01 hits, I call him.
Says the guy who has literally never been to Madison's for lunch in his life.
Dude, I always get it to go.
Yeah.
I get it to go. And I just have this issue with eating in lunch places. I'd rather it's not that I feel bad, because like I know like I don't want to be the first one there. Nobody's like ready yet.
Here's the thing: when you think about Madison's, you think about going in there, sitting down, having a beer.
Yeah, exactly. And then it's just
playing
like
some Keno or something.
Yeah, and I'm there. Of course, I gotta play Keno.
Yeah, I mean,
and I'm there, and it's just like I feel like I'm just bothering people, so I call it in to go. I know, but I just feel that way.
You don't understand. We have guys that come in and sit at the bar for hours.
I could. That's my issue.
They'll just sit there for hours on end.
It's drink, so good though.
Eat food. I have guys that come in and just sit there and drink. They don't even eat.
I don't know how they do. How do they do that?
I don't know how you, and at the bar too. Like, how can you sit at a bar at Madison Street Tavern at the bar and watch all of that food go by you and not order anything?
Not just like, let me just get a little half pound just to kind of.
I don't think it's I really don't think it's possible. If you're talking about me, I would not.
Oh, it's impossible. No. I could eat like a whole meal, go there, and I'll still at some point in my time there, I will order food.
Oh yeah,
that place is an issue for me.
Yeah. Well, once again, this Thursday, look for us. We're gonna be downtown. Where? Who knows? But we might try to drag some people back to the studio to maybe do some in-studio interviews. We'll see. We'll see how things work. But also look for a recorded interview, as tomorrow morning I'll have Bryce Riggs in studio for a recorded interview, and then that will air on Thursday night's Mullin It Over. So that'll give us a little bit of a chance to kind of go downtown and get comfortable while we're airing the recorded episode or recorded interview. So look out for that. That's once again this Thursday here on Mullin It Over. We're trying to change things up a little bit just because I feel like with the summer, there's not as much sports content, and I don't really want this to just be about sports either. So I think with us changing to the nighttime, changing to 3 days a week, I think we can explore more with this and possibly get out more. And what I really would love to do is visit area businesses.
Yep.
Like, I'd like to take this idea and go do an interview with a local business owner and then have them talk about their business or talk about a special item on their menu or talk about a special service that they offer that nobody knows about, or, whatever it may be. I want people to get to know the businesses in this community better. And there's a lot of places that I have in mind of where I want to go. Obviously, our sponsors are going to be the first places on the list. But if you have any options out there, if you have any suggestions where you want us to go,
or if you own a business,
and absolutely. If you own a business, shoot us a message, leave us a comment, let us know where you want us to go, because we would love to get this show on the road and
just talk to people.
Get out there in the community. Yeah.
Highlight local businesses.
Absolutely. That's what we're trying to do with this thing, is promote local, whether it's local athletes or local businesses. That's what this is all about.
It's a win-win. They get promotion, we get content.
Absolutely. Also, I want to give a huge shout out. A couple of sponsors here locally. Culligan Water. I haven't given them a shout out in a long time, and I feel like I need to, because, we're sitting here drinking this delicious water here.
Goated water.
And last week was kind of a mess with the playoffs and all this stuff going on. And, with the rebrand, I want to make sure that we give the shout outs that are necessary. And the partnership that we have with Culligan is awesome. But the biggest reason why I want to give them a shout out is today I go into Madison's and Tony shows me that we have a new faucet. Usually when we get water, we have water on the bar gun, like normal. You work at a bar, you know how it is. Well, Tony shows me, hey, look, we have a new faucet for water. And it says Culligan right there on the faucet.
Oh, really?
It is a reverse osmosis faucet.
I'm not smart, so I don't know what that means.
It's literally like the best filtered water you can possibly get.
Oh, nice.
And it's right there on tap at Madison's. So literally...
You have a tap for water?
Yes. Just
That's
for water.
sick.
They just installed it over the weekend. So I just saw it for the first time. Not only that, but they installed the reverse osmosis on our ice machine as well. So literally, when I go to grab ice out of the ice machine today, I pour it in a glass and I'm like, all the ice is crystal clear. There's no cloudiness to the ice. It's like
interesting,
crystal clear, to the point where when you pour the water in from this,
nothing's in there.
It almost looks like there's no ice in the glass.
Interesting.
You can see straight through the ice. So when I say that this is the highest quality water that you can possibly be drinking, I mean, I'm not lying.
The water boy would be proud.
For real.
High quality H2O.
No Gatorade in there.
No Gatorade in there. It's the good stuff. But no, I mean, I just want to give a shout out to Culligan Water. I thought that was really cool. It's gonna go a long way for drinks, especially because I feel like, water is one thing, but the ice is huge. Because I get so many people that don't want ice in their drinks, and I'm like, why? Why do you not want ice?
Red flag.
Well, here's I've heard a good reason why. Some people say, well, the ice machines don't get cleaned. Bull. I know for a fact our ice machine gets cleaned multiple times per year. And when I say cleaned, I mean they literally drain all the ice out of it. They scrub it down. They clean the inside and they clean the outside of the ice machine. And this is done at least once every other month.
Yeah.
And I'm talking like clean.
So you guys would have the John Taffer seal of approval?
Yeah, absolutely. And so that's one thing that I always have been baffled by, is why people don't want ice in their water or ice in their pop or whatever. Like, I get if you're going to, like, say, Circle K, and you don't want to get ice in your thing because you don't want it to be watered down because you're just going to be drinking on this for the next hour or whatever. You're not getting any refills. Madison's is a place where you get free refills.
Yeah.
So even if I do give you a little bit more ice, you're going to get a refill anyway. What does it matter if you get ice?
Isn't it so weird?
Those people just baffle me. And the whole watered down thing, it's like, no.
So just ask for another one then if it's watered down.
Yeah, for sure. Like I will get you another pop if you think it's watered down. But the ice thing has never, I don't know. But anyways, I just wanted to point that out. I thought that was really cool. The crystal clear ice thing blew me away. And if you want to see it for yourself, seriously, go down to Madison's and tell them you want to see the crystal clear ice. It's like, it blew my mind when I saw it. I'm like, wow.
Tell them Heart of Ohio Sports
I heard
sent you.
somebody say something, and I'm like, ice, whatever. Who cares about ice? And then I look, and I'm like, whoa, that's way different. And then I look again, and I'm like, yeah, that's way, because we have a pop machine where the ice comes out of it. It's got an ice machine on top. That's not the one that has the osmosis ice. It's the ice machine in the back, the big ice machine where we get like for the ice bins, for the the drink wells or whatever. So that's the ice that has the reverse osmosis.
So you have to like order the clear ice.
Well, if you're getting a drink from the bar, like say you're getting a cocktail, it's going to come with the good ice.
Oh.
But if you're getting like a Pepsi,
Not
and
good.
it's just going to get the ice from the fountain or from
Okay.
the fountain pop machine. So
what you're saying is go there.
I would suggest asking for the good ice.
Okay.
If
Tell
you
them
want
Heart
to
of
be
Ohio
that guy,
Sports sent you.
If you want to be that guy, tell him Nate told you.
Yeah,
Tell
right.
him Nate told you. That way I get bitched at about it.
Yeah, right.
Trust me, somebody's going to be like, what are you telling people about the ice on a damn podcast for, man? I thought that was really cool. Shout out to Culligan. Culligan here in Tiffin. If you want to get your reverse osmosis on, give Culligan
Say
a
that
call.
fast.
Reverse osmosis.
Get your
That's
reverse
crazy.
osmosis on.
Get your reverse osmosis on. Anyways, so another shout out I wanted to make, Buckeye IT. Huge shout out to Jake Schaff and Buckeye IT. Jake recently came in the studio and kind of did a assessment of what they can do to help us kind of map out how the studio is going to look and some technical things that can make things a little bit cleaner for us, like hiding wires and running wires, so that it's not so
Cluttered.
wires everywhere,
Yeah.
cluttered. We're trying to make things a little bit more professional. So he came in and did a tour of the studio, and then I told him about our plans we want to have a soundproof recording booth just for recording like isolated vocals or like voiceover stuff or whatever, or like maybe a small solo instrument or something. He said, oh, well, don't buy any sound paneling. I've got plenty of it.
It's sick.
Sweet. Okay. Well, how much you want for it? No. Don't worry about it. I got it. I'll just give it to you. We were going to build a podcast studio, and it didn't happen. So it's been sitting in my garage. Here, you can just have it. I went and picked it up. It's enough to legitimately soundproof the entire studio, Greg's booth, and the sound booth if we wanted to. So we could
It's freaking
soundproof
awesome.
everything.
Yeah, there's so much of it. Shout out.
Big shout out to Buckeye IT Services and Jake Schaff and all the great folks over at Buckeye IT. Thank you once again for that, and looking forward to doing business with them in the future. For sure.
Yeah.
All right, so there's the shout outs are done. Community calendar's done. Now let's get into weird news.
Weird news. Can we get it up on the TV?
Yeah, I think we can
Greg
do
can pull it
that.
up.
Let me see what I can do here real quick for you
See
guys.
here.
It's
Isn't
so
that
cool.
nice?
So nice having a TV in here now.
There it is. Hey, check that out.
All right, so I'm gonna add this one here.
Let me pull that up for you, Greg. So yeah, weird news. Something I wanted to talk about. Also, I was right last night.
Yeah, I wasn't. Whatever. NBA's
He's
rigged.
like, whatever.
NBA's rigged. Celtics are dead to me. Warriors are dead to me. Phoenix Suns are dead to me. I will never, ever root for those two organizations again in my life. 3 organizations in my life.
Phoenix Suns dead.
Yeah, they suck. Devin Booker's a fraud. Chris
Did you
Paul's a
have futures
fraud.
betted on them?
No, they just suck. They
just
all
suck. They're a
suck.
fraud.
They're like I don't even know how to describe them. They're like the regular season champions. Like you win,
for
you
sure.
get nothing from it, and then when it's
Absolutely.
actually time to play like real basketball, oh, you guys just forget how to play.
Oh yeah.
What do you
That's
guys-
Chris Paul.
Okay,
Do you
you're
guys see
dead
the
to
TV
me.
screen?
Oh yeah, we got you. All right,
cool.
Now I see us.
Yeah.
So yeah, Chris Paul's dead to me. Devin Booker's dead to me. Although he's got a cool car collection. Boston Celtics are dead. Jason Tatum sucks. He's dead. Jaylen Brown sucks. He's dead. I hate the Warriors. They're soft. Steph Curry's really good at basketball.
Softer than Charmin toilet paper.
Yep, softer than Charmin toilet paper. That good.
That good.
But yeah, Steph Curry is very, very good at basketball.
Yeah.
And he even played well. Andrew Wiggins, where did he come from last night?
I think he's been waiting, honestly. I really do. This is like the perfect situation for Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah, he does get a really good matchup because he kind of gets their like 5th guy.
Yeah.
He gets like their 5th defender.
Well, and they have him at the 4, which is such a mismatch.
Because he's too athletic for
Way
a
too
power
athletic.
forward to guard him.
Way too athletic for any power forward in the league. He's snagging all these rebounds because he's in position there.
Yeah, he's just quicker than those
like
guys.
12 rebounds a game in the series.
Nuts. I think he had a double-double last night, like
Yes.
26 and 14 or something like that. Stupid.
Well, I mean, Cavs had him.
Yeah.
I literally had his jersey.
Really?
I should still have it. I don't remember where it's
They
at.
did get K-Love out of it, though,
Yeah.
so.
I bought his jersey the day they drafted him. Like, I have one of those bootleg Chinese
Yeah.
jersey sites. Like, ooh, they got Wiggins' jersey already.
Ooh.
Whoa, hell yeah.
Holy crap!
I want me that.
Kevin,
And then, he's
Kevin
not
Love was
one.
traded 20 minutes later.
They were asking him on draft night, like, hey, how does it feel to be traded? He's like, man, I ain't even traded yet. What are you talking about?
Nope. Sorry, bud. You are a Timberwolf.
I just remember they had to wait 30 days before they could trade him because it was like, well, you technically can't trade your first draft pick until 30 days. So
Yeah.
they had this long
But it was
awkward
like one of those things where everybody knew. They announced it.
yeah.
Everybody knew. It's like during the offseason in the NFL where like that first day of free agency where everything happens and then they can't even sign any contracts till
Right.
June 1st. So
Right.
it's just one of those situations, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
It is what it is for sure. All right, so let's get into weird news.
Yeah, where are we starting at?
The elephant story. Because this one is this one's been on my
Birthday
radar
girl.
for a couple days now. So I wanted to talk about this one yesterday, and then we just never got a chance to talk about weird news. So, all right, headline reads, Elephant kills 70-year-old woman and then returns to trample her corpse at funeral in India. This was probably
That is
one of the most
great.
morbid things I've ever heard or read on the internet. Like, an elephant in eastern India killed a 70-year-old woman and then returned to her funeral to trample her corpse.
That is impressive. That's just what?
This woman was at a tube well drawing water in Rapile village when the wild elephant appeared out of nowhere. Authorities say it had strayed from a wildlife sanctuary nearly 200 kilometers away from where she was. After being trampled, Miss Murmu was taken to a hospital where she died from her injuries. They said when family members gathered for the funeral and were in the middle of performing last rites, the same elephant appeared, lifted Mrs. Murmu's body from the funeral pyre, and trampled it again as shocked mourners looked on.
Wow.
What the?
I tell you what, man. You know what they say though, an elephant never forgets. So.
My question is, how do you not hear that?
Right?
How do you not hear the elephant in the first place?
Man.
Like, dog, that's a big, like, they're not quiet.
Yeah.
It's not like it's like a jungle cat where you don't hear it. Like, how do you not hear an elephant?
Man.
What a bad situation for that lady.
It's just unreal. Like the first part
It
of that
reminds me of
happening-
something out of a Simpsons episode or
Right.
something.
It's like, the first part, a woman trampled by an elephant gets killed. It's like, all right, that's
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
outrageous as it is.
Yeah.
But the elephant doesn't come back to make sure the job's finished. Like,
Hey. That is just insane.
it's unreal. Like for real. When I'm reading this story, I'm thinking to myself, there's no way that's real. It's definitely real. That totally happened. Yeah. And it just goes to show you, I mean,
I wonder what the size of the elephant was. Does it have a picture of it, Greg?
no
Does it have? Damn.
no, there's no picture of it.
no video either.
I
Thank
wonder
goodness.
if it's a
Yeah,
big,
thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
I want to watch that video. I have a contorted mind. Those videos are
Joey's like, I would watch it. I mean,
yeah.
I would
Very
most certainly not watch that
disturbing
video when we went
videos.
off the air.
it just baffled me that the elephant comes back and like lifts her up out of the basically
it,
the
like-
casket.
Right. She's not even
Bitter?
threatening at that point.
How do
Like,
you
you
think
dead,
they'll
man.
grab her, those? Like snout?
Oh yeah, trunk all the way.
think?
Trunk, grab it by the trunk, lift it up,
Like it's
smash
like
it down,
you see those
stamp it on
like
the
you see
ground.
him. This might sound horrible, but you see him like on those videos on Facebook where they're like picking up the watermelons and throwing them and catching them. You think it was kind of like that? Just a human watermelon.
It was
That's too
probably
good.
exactly like that.
Yeah,
my
pretty
God.
much.
I was thinking just like tusk right through the body and just walking around with it.
Man, That's awful.
Yeah, if I was an elephant,
think
that's
that's-
how I'd do it, though.
I don't
That's
know.
how I would do it. If I was an elephant, that's how I would do it.
I mean, put on a show, right? That's what they do.
I don't know enough about elephants to know how they'd kill me.
I think
don't know, man.
they have tusks, right?
Yeah,
they have
short
big
ones.
tusks. Yeah, okay.
Do they all have tusks? Or is it just the males that have tusks? I don't know anything about elephants.
You know what's weird about wildlife?
We
Usually,
need an elephant expert.
usually the
Everybody-
females are the scarier ones. So maybe it's
Chime
a
in the
female.
comments if you know about elephants. Let us know.
Everybody knows how little knowledge we have of elephants now. Oh no!
I have very little knowledge about
Very
everything.
little. Very little knowledge about elephants. But I do know,
They're big.
and if
don't
you
wanna get
cross
stepped-
one,
And deadly.
it'll come back and kill you twice.
That's gotta be such a crappy way to die by an
Oh my
elephant.
god. Die twice? Yeah, that's
Yeah, right.
horrible.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so let's just move on. That was just horrible. And I'm like,
What the?
yeah. So, moving on. Next up, let's talk about this one here. Raleigh Company will pay you $2,000 to release 100 cockroaches into your home.
Hell no.
A Raleigh-based exterminator will pay a family $2,000 for the chance to release 100 cockroaches into their home.
Wait, what? An exterminator? Just so what? He boosts his pay? And first of all, why does he have so many cockroaches?
Been collecting them.
ThePestInformer.com is taking applications for up to 7 homes to participate in a 30-day cockroach elimination study, which the company said will be safe for family members and pets.
Bro, no.
Oh,
Because
so-
what about the person that, like, the portion of the study that doesn't do well?
Says, well, at the end of the 30-day period, if the new treatment didn't work, the cockroach infestation will be eliminated using traditional methods at no cost to the household. No.
Wait, hold on. If they're doing a study to find new ways, doesn't that mean the traditional ways aren't that good?
No, it means that the traditional ways are the way that they can say, okay, well, even if this doesn't work,
We know we can go
this,
back to
this is the backup.
Okay.
Like this is the surefire thing. that
Well,
will-
and we know some of these methods aren't safe for people and pets, so maybe that's what they're just trying to work on.
Exactly.
Being able to get it, to that point where
Exactly.
it eliminates them and is safe.
Well,
But
so
yeah, I
my
don't-
question to you is, okay, so $2,000. No way. Is there an amount?
for 100 just to be released,
For 100 cockroaches to be released into your house,
do I
what's
gotta
the
come
amount?
back?
What's the amount?
Okay, first of all, it's got to be like Squid Games. Like, they have to be numbered, so I know all of them are gone. And I want proof all of them are gone afterwards.
I want all of them gone.
But-
They'll be numbered.
Yeah, they're
They
going
will
to have
all have UPC
painting.
labels.
What is it, 100 of them?
Tracking
They said
IDs.
100 of them?
Yeah, 100.
100, yeah, they're going to be numbered 1 through 100. One better be gone. He ain't sticking around like in Squid
Why?
Games.
They're only gonna- no, what would be hilarious is if they released 99 of them and then number them 1 through 100 and then just don't put a number out there. Like, just, all right, we just won't make a number 54. And then, like, they just release 99 instead of 100.
You're a sick man.
And then you're just like, I know there's one more. Where's number 54?
I would.
Where's number 54?
There is nothing worse than that could be in your house. Absolutely nothing worse. It would probably take 5 figures, probably
It's like
20 to 25 grand, and they would all need to be numbered.
20 to 25, that's all it would take?
Well, if they're gonna kill him and they have to put me up somewhere, like I'm not gonna be there while
No, you
I
got to
have-
be there.
Oh,
You got to be there.
You gotta live. The
You got to
conditions
live
gotta
there
be right.
in the
Bro.
house while it's going on. And you're not allowed to use any other exterminator services during the study.
What do you mean I can't kill him if one's coming up on me?
Well, I mean, like you're not allowed to like call another exterminator, be like,
Oh,
"Hey man,
yeah,
this
yeah,
guy
yeah.
sucks. He's not doing his job."
Yeah, I got you on that. Oh, bro, I gotta live there. Yeah, that just
Yeah.
Well, we kind of touched on this last night when we talked about this. Remember, I said it would take enough money for me to get a new house.
quarter
Yeah.
milli.
I was gonna say at
250?
least $100,000 for me. Give me
Yeah.
$1,000 for each cockroach.
Yeah.
The fact I gotta live there
A grand
while
for each cockroach. Okay, I like that.
That's not
I like
bad.
That. That's not bad.
bro, but the fact you gotta live there, like I wouldn't mind if they just put me in a hotel and then y'all just like the workers live there. Y'all test on each other. That's what I feel like they should do, or just like go rent in an apartment or something for.
Hey, man, nobody
month.
said how
What
often
if,
you have to
like-
be home.
Okay, so what if they said, all right, we'll give you $1 million, but you have to live with 100 cockroaches. We're not even going to kill them. You just got to live with them.
No. You know how fast I could blow $1 million? I mean, I'd buy another house, but it's a solid chunk of it gone. But then there's just the fact. I mean, yeah. Now that I think about it, yeah, I got to take it.
Yeah, it's $1 million. Why would
milli.
I mean, are you really in a position to turn down $1 million?
No, not at all.
All over some cockroaches? I mean, come on, man.
How do I have to live in that house, or can I just be like, okay, thanks for my money, see ya? House, not mine anymore, on the market, and then just
I would say you probably have to live there. That's probably part of the deal.
for extended period of time,
At least 30 days.
a month, dog. Oh my god,
It's like, oh man.
I am literally
But
gonna.
seriously, what are you?
I'm literally gonna sleep on the roof.
But like? I guess I don't know enough about cockroaches. Like, are they like?
I feel like didn't cockroaches like survive like a nuclear bomb?
But like, how harmful are they to humans? Like, can you live? Because
I just don't.
People
like,
live with them.
I
ain't with that either. Trust me at all. I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to rationalize it
fact
because in my head, I'm like, damn, $1 million is a lot of money.
I think
like,
it's more of the psychological part that there's 100 cockroaches in this house somewhere.
I mean, even a millionaire would be like, I don't know, $1 million. You know, like
Yeah. I mean,
even a person with millions of dollars, if you offered them another million, and all they have to do is just,
Yeah.
I'm gonna release.
Oh,
100
I'm
cockroaches.
definitely doing it. It's
Bro.
just the psychological part
Nate.
that you have to deal with of sleeping there.
What?
Did you see where it says applicants must be 21 or older and own their home?
Or have written approval from the owner.
Yeah, dude, could you imagine going to the owner and being like, so,
Hey, bro, I need this $2,000 to pay rent for the next 2 months.
Hey,
how much do you like your house?
so you're cool with this, right?
Oh my god, bro.
Roaches, we're cool with this, right?
No.
No.
But yeah,
What if I give you like, they're giving me 2,000. What if I give you like 500? Is that cool?
Like, you're behind in rent already. Get out of my face.
yeah, bro. Okay, here's what I do. I would take the $1 million. I would immediately go to like IKEA or somewhere and create a loft bed. So like my bed is not on the ground. It's in the ceiling and it's like lofted off the ground.
All right.
That's probably what I would do.
Okay.
But the psychological part of knowing that there's 100 cockroaches in my house that'd be torture, honestly. Can you imagine that?
No. No. Nope.
That might cause like long-term mental health issues.
Yeah. Yeah. I just, no. I
Womp womp.
don't know. I always watch those shows like Fear Factor and stuff. And I'm like, you know, when they put those people in those glass coffins or whatever,
Bro.
and then they put all those bugs all over them and put the snakes on them and stuff. And I'd be okay with snakes. I'd be okay with certain things, but
Hell no.
here's the thing, dude. Like, there's certain bugs where I just am not cool with. Like, and cockroaches, I'm just not cool with that.
It's not that they're dangerous or anything. It's
No.
just like gross. Don't want it near me. Not it, dog. Also, I just hate wild animals too. Like I don't like and even cats kind of freak me out sometimes.
You know what really freaks me out? Birds.
Oh, yeah.
bro.
God.
They're so damn twitchy.
You ever
Oh,
been
my
attacked by a
Lord.
bird?
They're so twitchy.
A goose? You ever been attacked by one?
Oh, dude, geese.
Bro,
Don't even get me started with
those
geese.
things
Those things are
are
assholes.
Terrifying.
They're so assholes. And everybody's like, oh, you gotta be nice to the geese. You gotta stop for the geese as they cross
And you
the
just
road.
think to yourself,
like,
oh,
if
I'll
there's
just-
ever been an animal I wanted to hit in my life with my car, it's a damn geese. I'm sorry. I know people probably hate that and they don't want to hear that, but damn, I will never hit a goose with my car, just
Wow,
to be
bro.
honest, because I know it's against the law.
But
damn, man, have you ever dealt with a Canadian goose up close?
Think
Bro,
about how
they're
many
terrifying.
geese.
They're assholes.
Think about how
terrifying.
many geese viewers we just lost.
And you
because
just
of your
think
Oh,
crazy-
I just alienated all of our geese lovers.
yeah, and you just bro, I got attacked once. Like one was like flying
Ugh.
at me, like trying to bite me, and you think to yourself, oh, bro, just like chop its neck or punch it in the neck and break it and it'll die. You know how hard it is to hit something that thin?
I know.
It's
yeah.
it's awful.
And they're like spaghetti. It's like you
And
punch
they're-
here and then
And then they're huge when they're close to you.
yeah.
Yeah. I'll pass
Yeah.
on those things.
No.
I hate those things. Pretty much all wild animals can peace out. Hate
Yeah.
them all.
Yeah.
Dogs are cool. Cats.
Dogs
don't
are cool.
I don't trust. I just
Some
don't
cats are
trust
cool.
cats.
Yeah. I don't know. I love cats.
I don't trust them.
I got bit by a dog at a young age, so I have like this weird thing about dogs where like I'll
That's
only
understandable.
get so close.
Yeah, that's understandable.
I will only allow myself to love a dog so much before I'm like, all right, there's the wall. You can't get any further than that. Like, I will never let you get any further than here. A cat has never done that to me. I've gotten scratched by a cat, but I don't still have a scar from it. I have a scar on my right eyebrow right there. That's from a damn dog from when I was 6 years old. You know what I was doing? I was hugging it to take a picture. I went down like this, and my mom still had, well, she had the picture of the dog latching onto my eye during the picture.
Chihuahua?
No. It was like a mutt. Some kind of mutt dog that we got rid of right after that, but
damn dog.
It was like the second time it had bit me. And just trying to pet the dog. Just honestly, that's the thing I don't like about dogs is like you just got to know when to pet them. They don't want to be pet during certain. You don't like cats. I probably don't like dogs. Like, and I've always been that way.
I just don't trust cats.
There's certain dogs that I love though. Like labs. I love labs.
Basic dogs.
My God.
Can't hate
Big
those.
dopey dogs.
Yeah.
Love labs.
Especially when you feed them up and they're nice and fat and they don't really do anything.
Chelsea's mom has a dog. What is it? Pyrenees? It's a big, white, fluffy dog.
Oh, really?
They look like, I don't know, it looks like freaking Balto or something. Looks like a husky almost, but it's like big, puffball, white dog.
Oh, really?
And that dog is awesome.
Really?
He's the fluffiest. He loves being around people.
That's sweet. I've always
he's so cool because he always wants you to hold his hand.
Oh, really?
He'll come up to you and put his hand right in your lap.
That's sweet.
And then you'll be like, "All right, come on, Bjorn, put your," and he'll put right back up on your lap.
Nate, have you seen my sister's dog? That little black pug that she has? Oh my God, my sister.
Oh yes, I have. Never mind. I saw Cece posted pictures of it.
Oh my God, that thing is the most stinking cute dog ever. I'm so mad that he's not mine.
It's just a puppy right now, right?
Yeah.
I love puppies. That's the thing. If they all stayed that size, it's the same thing with kids.
Bro, heck no. My dog was a shithead as a puppy.
Yeah?
Bro.
Well, see, that's the thing, though. Here's the thing.
Oh, my God, bro.
I kind of look at dogs from almost like a grandfather's perspective because I've never actually had a puppy to train. So, like, I've always just saw a puppy that someone else had, picked it up, and like, look, it's a puppy.
Yeah, it's
so it's kind of like from a grandfather's perspective with a grandchild, like, oh, look, it's my grandchild. Here, you take it back.
Yep, you only get it when
it's not mine, so here, you take it.
Bro, my dog
that's how I interact with puppies most of the time.
Heck no, my dog was a shithead as a puppy, bro. Oh, my God. Like, my dog's 2 now, so it's, bro, cakewalk taking care of it. Cakewalk. Because, like, she knows the deal. We're on a schedule. Like, what? Immediately get up. I go to the bathroom. She goes to the bathroom, get a treat, pour a bowl. She doesn't eat any, but she'll drink some water. And it's just, bro, sleeps all day.
That's tough.
It's awesome. But the thing is she's
what a life.
She's like a little, she's a mutt, but there's a few things that she just cannot stand though. And she'll go psycho. Not like attack, but like zoomies. And like she'll be asleep. And I have this like replica Ohio State helmet in our living room. If I touch it and pick it up, snap. Going crazy.
Just a helmet?
Barking and just running everywhere. Yeah.
Really?
And then on top of that is a lamp. And if I just touch the lamp and pick it up, snaps. Crazy. It's so crazy. It is. But then as soon as I put it down, she's fine. She'll chill out and just, she's a weirdo, bro.
Cool. My cat's a weirdo too. She's one of those cats that like, she's probably one of the prettiest cats you'll ever see.
Yeah.
For real. And when you look at her, she's almost begging you to pet her. But then when you do, she wants to bite you.
Interesting.
Yeah, she is.
See, bro, how do you trust that?
She's the kind of cat you would hate.
She loves
Joey.
me, but I know where to pet her.
Yeah.
You know, and I know how to pet her. And
That's
I know,
true.
because she doesn't like anything past her neck. So like her body,
it's
she doesn't
a-
like
it's a-
her
it's a
body
head
petted
cat,
at all.
head cat.
She only likes her head petted.
Yeah.
She doesn't like her tail touched at all. She's like really
Interesting.
weird with certain things.
See, I've only known that cat for about how many years now, Nate, and it still just stares at me and is like, I might rub myself against you, but
She does the same thing to
my
my kids. My kids still sometimes wait in the hallway trying to get past her in the hallway because she's sitting in a spot and they're like, I think she's going to try to attack me.
She does that.
She doesn't have any claws. She
she'll
doesn't
sit there and
bite. She just like has this weird like she'll just pat pat pat. She just like swats at you or something.
Interesting.
And like she doesn't, I don't know. She doesn't try to hurt people. She's just like, hey, I'm here.
Yeah, like 90% of the time she's just in her own world, like walking around. Just like,
Interesting.
Yeah. So yeah, You have a weird dog. I have a weird cat.
Yeah, my dog doesn't like really being pet unless it's like she'll make it obvious. She'll like walk on you.
And Molly does not like being picked up at all. She hates being on people's laps. She hates being held. Anything. Like if you try to pick her up, she absolutely hates it. She'll cry
but
the
it's
whole
a
time.
weird
my
guys.
dog's the opposite. Doesn't like being pet. Like she'll like step away and like look at you. But like if you sit down, it's like right on top of you. Or lay down, especially if a blanket, right on top.
Yep.
It's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
So weird
Animals
guys.
are weird. Animals are so weird.
What were you saying, Greg?
I was just say you guys are weird guys with weird pets.
Yeah.
Weird guys and weird pets. That's right.
Comes from their owners.
Hey, man. I got my cat from my grandma. My grandma said that she was too curious because she was an outdoor cat that had been brought indoors because my grandma, the reason the cat was even brought indoors to begin with was because she was a stray cat that was outside of my aunt's house, and one of my cousins broke her arm as a kitten.
What?
And so my grandma took this kitten to the vet to get her arm fixed and in a cast, and instead of taking her back, she just decided to keep the cat.
Interesting.
And then so she got her fixed, and she got her declawed, and which I would have never done. But
yeah.
no, she took care of her, but then she figured out that, well, she's a stray cat. She's an outdoor cat, and she was really curious about everything. And whenever Grandma would get into anything, like Grandma's a crafter, she likes to craft things, so she breaks out all of her crafts and stuff. Molly would be just all over trying to get into stuff. She still does it with Chelsea to this day.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's
Very
so
curious
weird.
cat. Yep.
That's
For
so
sure.
weird.
So let's keep going on with this weird theme.
Yep.
Weird news. We got a couple more topics to talk about here.
So say how weird are you trying to get here now?
Hey, we can get weird. We can get real
Real
weird.
weird.
Get weird.
Real weird, real quick.
Weird.
So this was not really weird, but this one was one that I've been seeing recurring. This well, that one was weird. Yeah, we'll talk about that one
No,
first.
I'm waiting for you to say which one.
Yeah, we'll talk about that one first. Okay, so
Is this
so
one?
the headline reads, yeah, that was the one I was going to do, but we'll talk about the other one first.
Okay.
So the headline reads, daughter's eyes covered after fisherman sees what newly caught fish swallowed. Well,
Well,
warning, this story contains adult elements. Discretion is advised. So please, if you
discretion.
have children,
If you smell them, what we're
avert their
stepping in.
attention, tell them do not watch because this is a little bit risque.
viewer discretion is advised.
Viewer discretion is advised. So, guy catches a catfish, reels in the catfish. Catfish has a big old belly, and after he reels it in, he figures out there's something inside the catfish. So, goes and investigates further, and figures out that, well, let's just say this catfish has a kinky side.
Oh. He a freak.
Catfish is a freak. Yeah, the catfish swallowed a dildo. That's right.
Yep. The whole thing.
So here's the thing. They caught this fish, didn't notice it at first. They noticed it had a larger than normal stomach, but didn't think anything of it since fish swallow other fish, turtles, whatever. They kept fishing. And they caught the content's not available right now. I wonder why.
Oh my god. Shocker, it was in the Ohio River too.
I wasn't trying to click
Oh,
on
is it
anything.
Ohio?
It was
great.
It was
There
an
we
Indiana man in the Ohio River, it said.
Oh, my lord.
go. Oh, this is awesome.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to
So-
click on anything, Nate.
Is that the new bait to use for a large catfish?
So they kept fishing. They kept catching more fish. But before long, he felt the fish, and he says he noticed that something was inside this fish that was too hard to be another fish or an animal. So when he got home with his wife and his daughter, they cut the fish open, and they found a foam ball. They found part of another fish, and they found another object. What was that object? Well, a rather phallic-shaped sex toy. He says, when it came out, my wife and I started laughing. My wife immediately covered my daughter's eyes and turned away from it.
Do they have a picture of it? I kind of want to see what kind
I
of
tried to look at it. It doesn't load up.
Plus it.
Oh,
Yeah, it says the graphic Facebook post can be seen here, but when you click on it, It says womp womp womp.
Come on now.
To show the viewers,
That's
we're
just
not
cool.
hiding from you, man. We just can't see it. I want to see it too.
Interesting.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, is that what you use to fish now? Is that what you use?
That's another interesting topic there. What kind of bait do you use now with these freaky fish in the waterways?
Hey, have you ever seen oh my god, was it Bad Grandpa or was it Jackass? Where they had like, have you ever seen that? Where they had the fake fish with the dildo connected to it, and they like pulled it out of the water, and people were like, "Oh my god, what is that?" That was hilarious.
No, I have not seen this, and now
It's like
I have to see
Johnny
it.
Knoxville dressed up. I think he's dressed up at. Are you familiar with? You're familiar with Jackass, I'm sure, right?
Oh, yeah.
You see him dressed up as doing like the Irvin Zisman thing, where he's the old man.
No.
Oh my gosh, bro! I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
the old man?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I think he's like fishing, and they have like this big, huge fake fish, and they're like at golf courses and stuff like that. And he's like reeling it in and like pulls it out of the water, and he's like showing people, and like, you know, coincidentally he falls over and it like falls on his face and stuff like that.
Oh,
it's
man.
hilarious.
Now I've gotta watch this.
It's hilarious.
Now I got to find this.
That's awesome, but yeah, man, I don't know how. That's such an Ohio.
I really wish that it would let me watch this video. Or at least see the post. But no, it's not letting us. So everyone involved is left wondering how the toy ended up in the Ohio River. Well, I've got some guesses. I mean, if it's in the Ohio River, probably washed up from somewhere around Cincinnati area.
Somebody's trying to get that OnlyFans bag, I bet.
a-
Just a little
it's
water
a-
action.
It's a scorned lover, man.
What, Greg?
I said it's a scorned lover. Like, oh yeah, we'll have fun with this now.
Couple was arguing in the car as they were driving by, threw
Now-
it out.
What's the weirdest, like, what would you do in that situation? Like, if you were fishing and, say, you happened to catch a fish and it had some kind of an object in it, would you cut it open then, or would you wait till you get open and cut it open? Wait till you get home.
I think it depends if I plan on like, am I fishing to eat or am I fishing for catch and release? I think that's where it kind of differs.
Obviously, I think he's fishing to eat because he brought it
Yeah.
home with him.
If it had like an odd stomach like that, just because I'm curious, I'd probably cut it open then.
That's why I'm like, I don't understand why the guy waited till he got home. That's the part of the story where
But
I'm
also, it could have been like
okay.
could have been like a spawning season because it's like, oh, it's just probably like about to give birth or something like that because those catfish
Yeah.
get odd stomachs.
Oh,
when they're
yeah.
about to give birth, so you
yeah.
probably could have thought it was that because like I'm sure the guy's probably not a catfish expert, so probably didn't know where like
I'm not a catfish expert
exactly.
either.
So you probably just thought I was like, oh, it's got a bunch of eggs in it or something like that. So, but then you pull out a dildo. So
I don't know.
isn't that unfair?
I was gonna say, I don't know.
Would you still eat the fish after that?
Ooh. I'm not a fish guy anyway, so. But if I was,
I'd probably still eat it. It's just
you're gonna cook it.
it's just rubber.
I mean, is it gonna give it an extra flavor? Is it gonna taste
Extra
like
salty.
latex? I mean, if you have a latex allergy, you probably wouldn't, right?
Yeah, true.
Right?
They even, people even still have latex allergies
My
anymore?
aunt has a latex allergy.
It's kind of uncharted territory here. You don't.
Yeah, I'd
really,
probably still eat it. I love fried catfish.
Oh, fried catfish is not fish. That's a delicacy.
With some
I'm
little
sorry.
bit of hot sauce on it.
There's
Texas
something
Pete
different
hot
about
sauce.
fried catfish, especially if you've ever had it in like Alabama or
Oh.
like any of the southern
Oh,
states.
yeah.
My God,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's so flaky and light. Yeah.
so good.
And you could do it. You could like fry it different ways too, because you could do like that. Not crispy, like the crispier batter on it, or you could do like a beer batter where it's like super light and stuff like that. I think when it comes to catfish,
I like that Drake's. Give me just that light,
the light crust.
the light crust.
Yeah, I
You know
think
what
that's
mean?
the way to go. But if somebody gave me like the beer batter, I also would still
Oh,
eat it.
I'd smash.
Yeah, I'd still eat it.
smash.
Put a little vinegar on it. I like vinegar, so
My
I
buddy's dad used to make walleye bites, where he would take the walleye.
I love
he
walleye.
he used to, like make out like a bandit whenever walleye run would happen.
Yeah.
He'd bring home like 20, 30 walleye from one run, and they go out multiple times a week, multiple times a month. You know,
Bro, and they're so easy to catch, and they're
and
so
he just
big.
has like 2-3 deep freezers just full of walleye.
Yep. Walleye's
So he'd
so
make all kinds of
good.
different walleye dishes.
So good.
And my favorite always, like every time I would go over to his house, I'd ask him to make it because they made it one time at a cookout. And then I was obsessed with him after that. He just made like little walleye bites, basically just little bites of fish.
It's like chicken chunks, but walleye.
But just, yeah, he just cut it up into chunks.
That's genius.
And then tossed them in breading and then fried them.
That's
and they were
genius.
Like, bomb.
That is so
and
smart.
I tried, like every time I was like, can you please make those walleye bites? He's like, that's too much work.
It is a lot of work. But
it is a lot of work.
Walleye, you don't need like
Damn.
sauce or anything with that.
No.
You can just eat them and then the issues are so small, you end up eating like 50 of them.
Oh, yeah. Well, and they're bony, so they don't have much.
Yeah.
There's not much meat to them, but the meat that is there is, oh, my God, it's so good.
Walleye and perch.
Oh, perch is my favorite. Perch is
Do you
my
want to?
favorite.
Hey, I'm actually going to give a free plug here.
Okay.
Best walleye and perch sandwiches I've ever had. Doc's Beach House up at the lake.
All right.
Absolutely.
We need to make a lake episode happen.
They are absolute. First of all, Doc's Beach House is so nice.
For real. We need to make that happen, though. I've never been. I'm poor. Always have been. So I never had lake friends. I didn't have friends that had the boat that would go out on the lake. I never went up to, Putin Bay or Kelly's Island or any of this stuff that people talk about. I've never been to any of this stuff. Bass Island, none of it. Never done any of it.
I've only been to Putin Bay just to drink because I'm
totally down for that kind of stuff. I'm not a drinker, but I'd still go.
It's a good time. It is so much fun there.
I went to Putin Bay for the first time probably 2 years ago. I haven't been before that, and I haven't been back since then, but it was
That place
fun.
is so damn expensive, though.
Yeah,
That's
it is.
one thing I hear from people is
So expensive.
take some money for sure.
Yeah.
But no, I think that'd be cool is maybe just to go up there and
Sightseeing,
episode.
walk around,
film a couple, interviews with people, whatever.
food reviews. I actually have
Okay, have a cookout up there, man.
Yeah.
did a little Barstool spinoff. There's a bar up there called Frosty's, and they actually had a coal-fired pizza. Let me rephrase this: coal-fired pizza on their menu. So I was like, "Oh shit, okay." I was like, "Well, I'm gonna get it." It was just like the small size. It was like $20 or something like that. Straight cheese, and I did like the whole set my phone up thing. We tried to do like a little Dave Portnoy spinoff. Absolutely terrible pizza.
Horrible.
Wasn't even cut when we got it.
Oh.
And there was so much like cheese on it that like it like overlapped the crust.
No.
And it was just terrible experience. But Frosty's, good place, shitty pizza. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not bad.
there you go.
Putin Bay's a good time. Doc's is a great time.
Honest review.
Yeah. I still have the video on my phone if you want me to post it. It's terrible. It's a mess.
Well,
Little intoxicated while I took it. So
then it needs to be posted. What are we doing?
yeah. It's quite embarrassing, but we all got like pizza like sliding out of our hands because you can't grab it, but it's a good time.
We do have one more weird news topic. It's not really weird. I've seen this come up a couple different times now, and I kind of wanted to talk about it with you guys just to see how you felt about this because, okay, well, so there's some guys that have been searching for some gold. This is Civil War era gold. Essentially, it was it's something that these people have known about for a long time. They've been trying to find it, and this company's a treasure hunting company called Finders Keepers. They've been looking for what they suspected to be tons of gold from the Civil War era for almost 10 years now.
Wow. Okay.
And they think they had found it, okay? So what happens is they find this place, they start doing some radar of the ground, and they think they found what they believe to be a dense, the density of this object would match that of gold,
Okay.
or a heavy metal.
Okay.
And they say it weighed up to 9 tons.
Whoa. Holy crap. It's like
Now,
20,000 pounds.
they claim that when they were just about to the point when they found the gold, they basically called the government and were like, hey, we found this. What should we do? Are we allowed to keep it? And the FBI was like, don't worry about that. That's nothing. Just divert your attention. Look over here. Don't look over here. Don't look at what we're doing over here. And, oh, yeah, you guys can go back now. While they were diverting their attention, they went in and extracted all the gold and took it for themselves.
But what'd they do with it?
Nobody knows.
Like, I feel like that should go to like a museum or
Dude,
something. Like, I mean,
the government
what
wants.
do you do with that much gold in the
The government wants gold like it's nobody's business. So it's crazy how much gold they just store.
What? This is one of those things. I'm dumb.
So
what do they do
legend
with
says that an 1863 shipment of Union gold was either lost or stolen on its way to the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia. The agency has denied that it found anything. The treasure hunters say the FBI has consistently stonewalled. It says, quote, for the FBI to now say it has no videotapes of the dig strains credulity and takes this whole affair to the next level. So we have incontrovertible photographic evidence of them videotaping the dig and interviewing their operational leader at the site. It raises a lot of serious questions.
Oh. See, where it gets tough is that it was like, so U.S. Mint money, which means it was the government's money.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Do they just assume
where
that
it
it's
gets
theirs already?
tough because like it was like stolen, but like
But
200,
was it stolen?
but it's like 200 years ago. So like, how do you?
And this is Union money, so technically it is government money, right?
Union one, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Union
So
one,
that's
right?
government money.
That's the thing.
Now,
That's
the
where it's like,
FBI used that work that they did to obtain a warrant to seize any
that
gold
is literally
found at the site.
exactly the type of person I pictured to be looking for.
Oh,
gold.
yes. Yeah, go back up, Greg. Show it again. Yep,
That's exactly the type of guy.
That's
I
exactly
picture to be
the
looking for
image
gold.
that he plays Pokemon Go in his free time.
Dude, look at his shirt. It says Finders Keepers on it. That's hilarious.
That's the name
only
of their
thing-
that's the name of their company.
The only thing that would make
That's
it better
awesome.
is if he had a rat tail.
Oh, for sure.
But yeah,
Camo hat. Yep,
it's
he's got
kind
the
of
camo
a-
hat. Yep, we're good.
yeah, that's kind of a sketchy spot though, because it technically is and was government money. I get it. It's from, I can't do math, 200 years ago, give or take some. I'm not smart.
My point is this, okay? So the FBI got a warrant to extract any gold that may have been found there. But then now they're saying that there was no gold found.
Like, just say you
But
found
they
it.
dug there. They took videos. There's pictures of them interviewing somebody outside of that site on the day that they were rumored to have dug into that area and took the gold. So,
Like, don't even, like, you can, I feel like the guys are probably like, well, you can have the gold. Like, what are those two guys going to do with the gold?
well,
I mean, you can
you'll
make a
buy a
lot.
lot of Marlboros with that amount of gold.
Yeah, but, bro, that's like,
So-
that's 9 tons, though. So,
So
like,
all this happened in 2018. I was trying to figure out why this is like in the news right now. So I guess they're saying here it's the whole problem with this is that the FBI lied about having the videos because they told a judge that they didn't have them. So they either lied about it or they destroyed them. And says, that's
Exactly.
crazy. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Like,
interesting. But I mean, I guess it's got like, I guess the best thing to do is just like the FBI keeps it, but like give them the credit. Like, yeah, they found the gold. That's what we found.
right? I just
Like,
don't.
have it.
I don't like the idea
then
that they can
donate
just
it to like a museum or something like the Smithsonian. 'Cause I'm sure it's got labels or stamps or stuff like that on it. So donate it maybe.
Well, it's just kind of a slap to the face that they're like blatantly doing this right in front of our very eyes. Like,
Well, and
Yeah, but-
it's a big smack in the face to those guys that basically did all the work to find it.
yeah, the
And then they
article
were like,
said-
hey, thanks for finding that for us. All right, now you can go home.
Yeah, that's usually how like.
And now these people are all upset because they did a lot of work to find it. They spent a lot of money to find it. They put a lot of their own hard work and dedication into it to find it. All they want basically is their money back and a little bit extra. And the government's like, nah.
That's intriguing what you just clicked on, Greg.
I know, I want
He's
to
got
see
a
it.
trail cam. Oh, snap. Oh, he's got him on it. Oh, my God.
That's supposed to be a trail camera showing them videoing
Oh,
the
Day of
excavation.
the extraction.
shoot.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they said that they didn't do any video of it. So
Oh, that's so bad looking. How do they deny that?
yeah,
Like, bro, just admit it.
yeah. At this
They don't
point,
have to, though.
It's like why
Nah,
keep
it's the
lying
point.
at this point?
Do they have to admit it?
Don't have to.
They don't have to.
That's
God,
the thing
don't,
about it. They ain't
don't even
gotta-
get me
they
started
really
about
don't.
how not fair that is.
Yeah, it's not like they have to answer to really
Dude,
anybody.
you're talking about the same company that basically steals money and on property and items from people and then just says, yeah, we're just stealing this. That's how it goes.
Yeah, it sucks, but that'd be so cool to work
civil
for them.
forfeiture or seizure forfeiture.
Search and seizure.
Search and seizure.
Search and seizure.
Literally, they can go into your house, say that they suspect you of drug trafficking, and then they don't find anything, but they take all this stuff from your house and say they suspect you of drug trafficking, and you had like, a safe with, say, you know, some valuables, or maybe you had $50,000 stashed in your safe just for some reason, you know. They'll say, that's drug money, so that we're just going to keep that.
That's the U.S. government.
Happens all the time.
Terrible.
All the time. And it's ridiculous. But what can you do?
Nothing.
There's no police for the police.
And that's like the top police.
That's what I'm talking about, though. Like,
That's just the FBI.
that's why when everybody, when all that stuff was going on, last summer before, when everybody's protesting all that stuff, it's like, there's no police for the police.
No.
So, I mean, all those protests are great, but it ain't going to solve nothing.
You know what's crazy? That's the FBI. Imagine what like the CIA is doing, because we don't even that shit ain't making the news.
Well, the CIA is just like, that's the stuff that nobody talks about, nobody knows about.
Exactly. You're not even gonna know about the sketchy shit that they do.
Nope.
Which is crazy.
That's
to
what
think
they
about.
want. Mm-hmm. That's how they want it.
And they are damn good at it. Which is good.
Man.
Good to be an American if they're going against
It's
bad
just crazy
people.
that they have a picture of him on a trail cam.
Literally a trail
They're
cam,
like,
bro.
No, you didn't see nothing.
Like, dog,
didn't
you're
see
the
that.
FBI. Y'all didn't look around a little bit? Like, that's so close, too.
Nothing to see here.
Oh, my
Move
gosh.
along. Nothing to see here.
FBI, man.
All right, so-
good, but so dumb.
Before we wrap everything up, did you guys see Deshaun Watson today? Talk to the media
did.
for the first time since, March 24th or something?
Yeah, I saw it.
What's your thoughts on this whole thing?
Uh,
He maintains that he's innocent. Never assaulted, disrespected, or harassed anyone, is his claim today. That's what he said.
bro, I don't know.
He's still out
That's
there
the
practicing
thing.
like it's his job. He's out there. The Browns have him practicing like he's not going to be suspended. He's taking double first team reps. He's not even. It's not like he's taking, half the first team reps or taking the normal amount. No, they have him taking double the amount of first team reps.
It's just so. I feel like they're. I don't know. That's the thing. Is I feel like if we're being honest, he's gonna get suspended. I feel like that's pretty cut and dry.
This year.
I don't know.
How can you suspend a guy who hasn't got charged with anything?
No, I don't know.
How can you suspend a guy who's still in the court of law? Like he's still, the court proceedings are still going on.
Yeah, to that point though, I was watching the Pat McAfee show today. The reason, and they brought up a good point, is because it makes the NFL look bad, which is why they'd suspend him this year. Because it's a blemish for the NFL.
Okay, Robert Kraft made the NFL look bad by doing the same damn thing.
Yeah.
And what'd they do to him? Smack on the wrist?
Yeah.
$500,000 fine? I mean, you compare that to
But
what
you
an
can't
NFL
really. It's hard to discipline an owner, though. You know.
But they did.
Yeah.
But they didn't. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't really a discipline. I
No.
feel like that's going to be essentially what you see happen in this case. There's going to be a lot of pissed off people after what happens with the NFL. 'Cause
Probably.
if they rule on it now, they're not going to give him a lengthy, big suspension. They can't because they don't have enough evidence.
You know what?
The NFLPA will destroy them in the appeals process.
That
Not
is
to
true.
mention the fact Roger Goodell is no longer the say-all, be-all.
No, there's
person.
like a whole. It's like
There's
a board.
a person who's like the.
I think it's like a board. I think it's like a board of like a couple people, isn't it? And
Well, there is, but there's
then there's one head
there's
person
one
that makes
head
the final
person
say.
who's like basically a lawyer.
Yeah.
And
I don't know.
I just
If
think
it were my guess, I bet it's kind of like the Roethlisberger situation where they come out with like 8 games and it gets reduced, whereas Deshaun might get 10 games and then reduced. My initial guess would be 10 games, probably reduced to 6.
I think he doesn't get suspended this year at all. I think he gets pushed to next year.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
Here's the thing.
That'd be awesome.
What's today? June 14th. They have exactly 15 days to make a decision. They have 15 days. It's in the contract. It's in the bylaws of these lawsuits that if something is not settled by July 1st, that all this stuff gets pushed off to March 2023.
Basically, they're the next football
you're
season.
talking about the court hearings and stuff like that.
But that's what I'm saying, though.
Yeah,
The
okay,
NFL
okay.
has never suspended someone while they're in the middle of court proceedings.
Yeah.
They always wait for the court proceedings to
That is
play
true.
out. They
That is
never
true.
make a... Because here's the thing. What if they suspend him for
That's
8 games?
all wrong.
And then all this stuff comes out and all the laundry's aired out and it comes out that only 2 of these women really have any hard, concrete evidence and it's not really anything damning. And
Yeah.
now all of a sudden you've got a bunch of, you've got I hate doing this. I hate being this guy, but this attorney that represents these women is a shock value attorney.
It's sketchy.
He always latches onto cases like this
It's
where
sketchy.
there's a chance for him to gain shock value.
It is sketchy.
And get his name into the public opinion. He tried to run for mayor of Houston. He is the Houston Texans owner's neighbor.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of sketchy things that I
And none of this
find
came
about
out.
this lawyer.
Yeah, and
so what I'm saying is, if this happens and the NFL decides to suspend him, and then it comes out that he's innocent and that these women don't end up getting a dime from him and he didn't do anything wrong in the court of law,
Yeah.
not court of public opinion,
No, in the
but
law.
the court of law.
The court of public opinion's done and over.
Oh, for sure. He's a villain.
Yeah.
He's a villain.
But yeah, if you suspend him,
If they suspend him and then it comes back and he did nothing wrong, what can the NFL do? It's not like they can give him those games back.
right? And then you got to deal with the fans who would be like, "Oh, you cost us our season because he didn't play for those 8 games and blah blah blah."
Yeah,
Who-
the NFL
the fan-
wouldn't really
I don't
give a
think they-
shit about
yeah,
the
I don't think they
fans.
care either, but it's still a headache.
You know what would happen then? I bet Deshaun sues the NFL then.
Oh, for sure. And that's why the NFL doesn't want to do anything. That's why you haven't seen them come down on this yet at all.
Yeah, you do bring up a solid point.
Yeah,
there.
it makes a lot of sense, man. Like,
That is
I'm
a
just, the
solid
way I see
point.
it, I don't think he gets suspended this year unless there's some kind of a settlement. And with his statements today,
He does not want to do a
is
settlement.
Adamant about he is innocent and he did nothing wrong. He never harassed any women. He never had any sexual assault. He is adamant still to this day that he did nothing wrong. So you're going to really suspend a guy who maintains his innocence and has not once but twice been cleared by a grand jury.
Yeah,
You're going to suspend that guy?
it's
I'm sorry.
It's
I
such
know
a-
that in
there's never
today's
been a
day and
sit-
age, the
Yeah.
court of public opinion matters more than anything.
yeah, it's such an
But
odd situation.
To me, it's like, I really feel like unless he's going to settle with these women over the next 16 days, this is going to get pushed off until next year. And you're going to see Deshaun Watson play every game this year. And I think that's why Jadeveon Clowney signed a 1-year deal. That's why I think you've got a lot of these guys reloading up for a 1-year run. And if you want to be honest, that's why I think there's still a chance that OBJ could sign with the Browns.
Bro, but he won't be healthy for a minute though.
No, they won't need him for a minute, though.
I don't even want him, for being honest.
I don't want him either. But what I'm saying is, it's something that's out there.
I'm sticking with it'll be 10 games. It'll get reduced down to 6. That's my thought.
Now, I think next year when he does end up getting suspended, I think it'll be a 6-game suspension that'll get reduced to 4.
Yeah.
That's what I think will end up happening because I just don't see the history of punishment in the NFL matching what everybody thinks it's going to be.
No.
Like when you think back and you look at the history of the punishments in these situations, the NFL has never come down hard when it comes to
Calvin Ridley.
Calvin Ridley was
That was gambling.
That was
well, what about that
gambling.
Seahawks
that's the
lineman?
integrity of the sport.
Yeah, what about the Seahawks lineman last year? Did you hear about that? Like, beat the crap out of his girlfriend, like, left her unconscious. Then she woke up and he's like, "Oh, surprised you're still alive." No punishment.
None.
Well, she never pressed charges or anything like that. Just came
Well,
out with a statement.
I mean,
so that should say a lot right there.
Like, it's just so, like, I feel like nobody really knows and we're all just guessing.
We really
I
are.
honestly think that the worst thing people are doing right now is trying to say, well, look at the Trevor Bauer case. It's like, no, you can't look at that. You can't
That's
compare
baseball.
the two because it's baseball. Baseball already has a horrible image that they're trying to repair.
Yeah,
with their fans.
baseball ain't good, dog.
So I think that Trevor Bauer thing was them just trying to repair some of their image with their fans.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can compare that at all. And I don't think that's a situation where, yeah, like I said, I don't think that the Trevor Bauer situation is even close to comparable to what Deshaun Watson's going through right now.
Yeah,
So,
it's sketchy. I don't know. I don't think we've ever really seen anything like this.
No.
So,
but it is what it is. We're gonna have to see how it plays out. I've got my opinion about it, but I don't know.
yeah.
I think he's a weirdo. I think he's got
It's odd.
a freaky side. And
I think there's a lot more players out there that do too that we just don't know
Yeah,
about.
I mean,
that's exactly what I was about to say, Greg. I think that if the NFL were to really do some digging and
found
uncover
a lot of guys.
I think that's something that's not necessarily uncommon in the NFL.
Probably not.
I would just say that. And I think this is one thing that the NFL probably wants to go away or sweep under a rug as quickly as possible because just like the situation with, Daniel Snyder and John Gruden and all these others, they want to hurry up and wrap up this investigation.
Bro,
get it
that
over
was
and done
bad.
with.
That was bad, but
Because, yeah. Well, and that also could play into this whole waiting game with they were so quick to jump on that John Gruden story and you're gone, you're gone, you're bye, you're done, right? Mm-hmm. Well, now he's suing the NFL for his contract, suing them for defamation and all this other stuff.
Bag too.
And so do you think the NFL has that in their mind?
You had $100 million, right?
Yeah.
10 years, $100 million.
Do you think the NFL has that in their mind as they approach this Deshaun Watson situation? Approach with caution.
See, I feel like normally I would say yes, but with how big the NFL is, I really don't think that has anything to do with it because it's like two completely different situations.
I think, honestly, if you want to know my honest opinion, I think there's a handful of owners who are pissed about the contract the Browns gave him.
Oh, for sure.
And that is part of the court of public opinion coming down on the Browns and coming down on Deshaun Watson is because of that enormous contract
that is
they
for
gave
sure.
him.
That fully guaranteed too.
Because it set the quarterback market for the next 5 to 10 years now, and it reset the quarterback market this year.
Yeah.
Because now you've got guys like Lamar Jackson, guys like Kyler Murray who are
trying to get that
pissed
same
because
bag.
they want that bag. And
that fully guaranteed.
Teams are like,
that's the thing. The fully guaranteed money.
That's 5 years, 230, right?
240
240
guaranteed.
That's a lot of money. So I'm just saying, I feel like there's part of it is a vendetta thing with the other teams against the Browns.
Yeah, I think that definitely plays a part in it.
But I don't think the NFL is going to allow that to play into their. They're not going to allow the fact that the Browns gave him a huge contract to play into their decision on how long or whether they should suspend him. I think
that's definitely something that plays a part in it.
We'll see. We'll see how this all figures out. All right. Any other things you guys want to talk about? I think that's pretty much it.
Should we do our food quick?
Oh, yeah. We did want to talk about food a little bit, didn't we?
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Unless you want to save that.
Do you want to save it?
Because I feel like once we open this bag of worms.
I had one question before we started it.
Okay.
Because we were going to talk about pizza toppings,
all right,
stuff like that. We'll start off with this and see where this takes us. Okay. Where's the best pizza? What's the best pizza you've ever got? Like, what's the best one? Where'd you get it from?
The best pizza I ever got, and where was it from?
Luigi's.
Now you got me thinking. Luigi, stop, Greg.
Yeah, we went over that yesterday. That shit was trash. All right, do you want me to start while you think? Because I had mine pulled up. Okay, so when was this? Probably it was during basketball season, like when the Cavs were still playing. It was around All-Star break for basketball. My girl and I went up to Shaker Heights, suburb of Cleveland. Went to this brand new, or it's been a couple years old. This Van Aken Food Mart, right? Pretty much just a gigantic warehouse, and it's got like 13 different food shops in it. Like, I'm talking pizza, sushi, a bagel place, this Italian place that made pizza. They had a Canadian place that did like poutine, stuff like that. So it had 13 different places. It was awesome. Okay, and we got like a thing of sushi, we got poutine, and we got pizza. So we got 3 different things from there. Okay. This pizza that we had, it was called Scorpa. I got it pulled up in here. Scorpaccia pizza. Okay.
Scorpaccia.
Yeah. We got this pancetta pizza. So it's like that wood-fired, coal-fired type. But it's not because it's in like a mart, but it's got that feel, got that crust to it, like that crunchiness. Okay, we had the pancetta pizza, red sauce, ricotta cheese, white onion, basil, pancetta, arugula and the cheese.
Arugula.
And the cheese was whole milk mozzarella all over it.
Whole milk mozzarella is where it's at.
It was.
Now, that's one thing I will say about Luigi's. When we were there, that's the only thing I liked about it. Their cheese was whole milk mozz. That was like
that. That's the piece. That's what I want.
Chewiness to the cheese, you know.
Like shredded mozzarella is good, but I like it when they just tear it off the ball and put splotches on it. That's what I want. I don't want the shredded all over. I want like the splotches or like even like the little circles. Like if you cut it nicely, you know, you give a crap about it, you cut it nicely, but even just tear it off the ball, throw splotches on it. I don't like the whole thing being cheesy. But this pizza was so good.
Exquisite.
Dude. And it was cheap too. I mean, they got it right here. I think it was like $12 for it was like $15 for a 12-inch with 6 slices. And I think it was like $18 for a 16-inch with 8 slices. So it's a little bit more expensive than a normal pizza, but like obviously you're paying for like high quality. Like it's not a normal pizza, but dude, the best pizza I've ever had in my life. We ate the whole thing. I was so fat that day. We had to take a nap in the car.
I was so fat that day.
Yeah. Literally, I had to drive back all the way from Cleveland, and my girl just passed out the entire time. I was so annoyed. Turn on a Rogan podcast and just grinded it out.
Just grind it. We're grinding this whole way home.
That is the best pizza I've ever had.
Okay. All right. I've been racking my brain this whole time, and I'm like, man, these questions always stump me because it's like, what's the best thing you ever had of this? And I'm like, oh, man, I don't know.
And then, like, tonight you'll think of something I was like, oh, that was definitely better.
Yeah, because here's the thing. I've had some really good pies over the years, but, like, there's nostalgia factors with certain
That's
pizza.
the issue.
Like, Fathead's Pizza for me has, like, a nostalgia factor because I grew up in Republic. One of my friends that I went to school with, Chad, his mom and dad owned Fathead's.
Yeah.
So it had, like, a special feel to it for me.
Yeah.
I remember driving... 14 years old, driving the riding lawnmower from my house to Fatheads to go get pizza because they didn't deliver at the time.
Really?
Yeah. And then getting home and all the cheese is on one side because it's all over. But that pizza was so bomb. And, you know, as a kid, you remember it being just so good. Mm-hmm. I went back and had it recently, and it was just as good.
Really?
As I remember.
I don't think I've ever had Fatheads pizza.
Wow. It's really good.
Is it?
It's not the Portnoy, you know, the thin crust and, you know, the crunchy and all that, but it's got a little doughiness to it. It's got a little bit of...
A little heavy pizza?
Little heavy, little greasiness to it, but it's not like a real thick pie either.
Yeah.
So give it a try. I think that's one of my favorites just because of the nostalgia factor. Mm-hmm. But another one, Tommy will vouch for me on this one, Michelangelo's. I don't know where it's at.
In Cleveland?
No.
Oh.
This was... We went up to cover, I think you were actually playing for Calvert when we went up to cover a game. It was either in Hicksville. No, it was in Edgerton.
I coached in Edgerton. I was coaching then.
Were you coaching that game? Yep. Austin Jones?
Yep, I was coaching then.
Okay, so, yeah.
They were really good. They were pretty good that year.
It was either that or the year before. I want to say it was the year before that, honestly.
See, we only played them 1 year because that was a round one playoff game.
Fabrizio was the running back.
Yes, that was a round one playoff game. Yep, that was his senior year. Was that his senior or junior year?
Because it was like so far. We had to drive like almost 3 hours to get to this place.
Yeah.
And when we get there, after we leave the place,
like a brown and yellow. Brown and yellow. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember.
They had like the hill when you walk down into the stadium. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's Edgerton. Had like this is for no reason, like a big like thing that you had to like. If you're going to like the away stand or like the away team, they had like almost like a door frame that like you walk to in the middle of nothingness. So it was weird, but
no, I've looked for this place since then and I can't find it.
Really?
I can't find it online or anything. But they had, it was one of those pizza places that they have the real little tables, but they had those like pizza trays that like have the thing that comes.
Oh yeah, and it like sits over the napkins.
Sits over things.
Oh, okay.
So it sits over the pizza's actually up here.
Yeah.
But you can still
slide things underneath and stuff
so you get
like
a little
that.
bit more room.
Yeah.
But man, the quality of that pizza was probably. I think it was just because we were starving and
that does play an effect.
So long to get there. I don't think they had any hospitality there, so we were eating hot dogs there. So it's like when we left, we were looking for some good food, and that's probably to me like the best pie I've had in a long time. Like,
Interesting.
It was delicious.
Interesting.
But I mean, I could go on and on about local pies, like Ninja Turtle pie.
No,
You know what a Ninja Turtle pie is?
Nope.
It's where when you take the piece of pie, you take the piece of the pizza and you stretch and you stretch and you stretch and you stretch, and that cheese is still just stretching all the way up to the ceiling.
See,
That's the Ninja Turtle pizza.
I like cheese, but I don't like a lot of cheese on my pizza. I don't know why.
I do. I don't like overkill, but like extra cheese is definitely a topping.
Really?
Yes, for sure.
I don't think I've ever ordered extra cheese on a pizza.
That's my pizza. Light sauce, extra cheese. That's it.
I would go.
Nothing else on
I
it.
would honestly go the opposite way. That extra sauce, light cheese.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not a sauce guy though. Like I've never been a red sauce guy. It's just because the heartburn thing, you know.
Yeah. See,
Pepperoni is like that's a big no. Like
really?
I cannot do pepperoni.
So
at
okay,
all.
now you open Pandora's box. What do you get on your pizza then? Just extra cheese, light sauce. Because do we save this? Because this is gonna be a long one.
my ideal pizza.
Yeah. Okay. We'll just do ideals right now.
Ideal pizza: light sauce, extra cheese, bacon, and pineapple.
I hate you for saying pineapple.
Sorry.
I hate you.
I will eat pineapple on anything, dude.
Hate you so.
I love
Yeah, you said on a
pineapple so
burger
much.
yesterday.
I love pineapple
What the
so
heck?
much. Like legit, I will eat pineapple on anything. I have
Yeah.
my new favorite meal at Ex Corrette is it's called the Ohio State burrito, but it's literally chicken, chorizo, and grilled onions inside of a burrito, and then they put queso and bacon over top of it and grilled pineapple on top.
Oh my god!
It's so bomb. I'm telling you, it's so good. I
Bro.
love pineapple. I could eat pineapple all the time, anytime, any day, especially fresh pineapple. My
Yeah, fresh pineapple fire. I agree with you.
Uh.
But dog, you ain't gonna put that shit on food.
Oh yeah, you can put it on anything.
Oh my god, it's good on ham. I'll give you that.
The sweet and the salty thing just does it for me. That's why kitchen sink's my favorite sauce.
Kitchen sink's fire. You don't need to
It's
put
like, that's
pineapple.
fire. That's fine. You can have your kitchen sink.
Yeah.
Just don't put pineapple on food. What are you
Exactly,
doing?
bro. Just don't put. I don't want fruit in my food. I want to be fat, not fat and healthy.
Right.
But oh my, yeah, I've tried the pineapple on pizza and it's not bad. It's just not what I like.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's bad. It's just not what I want on pizza for me.
So I never was a pineapple on pizza guy because I'd never had it. My mom was a pepperoni mushroom. That's every pizza was pepperoni mushroom, and I couldn't stand it. And then my kids' mom was the same way, pepperoni mushroom, and I'm like, oh man, now I'm just not gonna get a pizza I like. It's always
Yeah.
what everybody else likes. So like when I moved with my uncle in Michigan, lived with him for about a year. They would get Hawaiian pizza from Marco's. And it was the first time I'd ever had pineapple on pizza.
That's ham and pineapple, right?
Ham and pineapple. Yeah. And it was like, wow, this is actually really good. And then I caught all kinds of shit from people on the road team. Like, you like pineapple on pizza? What the?
Yeah.
You can't do that. That's a trap. I'm like, why? And then now it's like this, I don't know. Everybody's
great
like
debate.
against it. It's like this huge debate. I'm like, just
It's like a couple
eat
years
food how
ago.
you like it. If you don't like pineapple, don't eat pineapple. I mean,
Oh, that's so. It's not something I like. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just not what I would order on a pizza. Because my go-to is olives, onions, and then some sort of meat, whether it's bacon or pepperoni. But I love the olives
and onions.
Yep, and it can be green or black
Green?
olives. It can be either one. Most places don't offer green, so I usually go
Really?
black. It's just one of those things. When you say olives, they just assume black. But like, what's it called?
This is interesting.
Domino's. If you were like online at Domino's, you can pick green olives. Like Domino's, I'll pick green, and then I'll do the onions, and then
So you prefer green?
yeah, I just like the. I always put weird thing about me. If I get a draft beer, I always ask for green olives to put in it. It's like a little snack. My friend that I used to work with showed me that trick.
It's like a little snack.
A little snack. And plus, when you get towards the end and it's getting tough to drink, you got to eat one of those olives, big gulps to finish it quick.
Man, I get people. Okay, so do you ever get weird requests? You're a bartender.
Bro.
What's the weirdest request you ever got for a drink? There's this one lady who comes into Madison's all the time. She wants a short Bud Light, and she wants me to put it in the microwave for 3 minutes.
Now that I ain't got anything like that.
Warm, dude, like warm. And I'm like, wait, so do you want me to just like get it room temp? She's like, no, I want it warm.
That's gross.
Really?
Like, hey, you know you're 21. Like,
You're not. This lady's like in her 40s, and
like,
she's still
hey,
like,
dog, you ain't in high school anymore. You ain't got to drink warm beer.
yeah,
like,
you ain't taking them 40s from under your dad's shed no more. I mean, come on now.
God, I ain't had anything like that. I mean, a gross one that I've had, or something that I wouldn't drink, would be like
I got one.
Oh, dude, that stumped me. The warm beer,
dude.
I mean, something like a Captain or Jack and Mountain Dew.
Dude, Tommy likes warm beer.
So I used to bartend at Viaduct. I was only there for like 2-3 months, but when I did bartend there, it was like late night, and my favorite part of that job was the girls who just turned 21.
Oh, bro.
Because they come up to the bar and they're like, I don't know what I want. Just give me something fruity.
Like, bro.
Oh, you know what my favorite thing to do to people like that is?
Straight shot of Jack.
No. You give them... you give them a shot of Rumplemints, and you just do a splash of crayon in it so it looks pink. A little bit of crayon.
A little abortion shot.
Oh, man. But they take it and they look at it. They're like, oh, it's pink. It's fruity. And they just like, whoop. And oh, it's Rumplemints. Oh. Have you ever had Rumplemints before?
No.
I don't know what that is.
It's peppermint schnapps.
Ugh.
Oh.
And it is like strong, like melt the rubber on a tire. Like, oh, it's so awful.
No, I thought you were talking about doing like the...
Can you imagine, though, somebody like, hey, I want a fruity shot, and somebody gives you a shot of peppermint schnapps with cranberry in it?
You're a sick man. Sick man.
I'm going to say, you can get like an... it's kind of messed up now I say that loud, but an abortion shot, which is just like water. You can use like a schnapps or cranberry, and you put like the cinnamon flavored whiskey in it, so it looks like there's like a little white stuff in there. Not very good, but it's just like it's like one of those visual ones that you get. So, but I don't know. Something like a Jack Daniels. Actually, a weird one that I got one time was the Tennessee Jack Daniels Tennessee Fire and Mountain Dew. But he drank like 6 of them that night.
Somebody was making flaming Mountain Dew Cheetos before they had it.
Dude.
That shit was trash.
Have you even tried that flaming hot stuff?
The flaming hot Mountain Dew.
Have you tried it?
I tried it. That is the weirdest. I don't think there's a drink like that on the market. That's so weird. I've never had a drink be like, and it's not like spicy, but it's like I felt like I just ate like a mild chicken wing after it.
That's so weird.
It's so weird. It's so weird because it's like it's almost like a almost spicy drink.
No.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, my roommate tries all the new Mountain Dews coming out, and he got that, and he saved it for us, and it was just.
That's just awful.
But it's like oddly satisfying too, because it's like one of those things that like it's not good, but you just keep. It's like the thing with smelling your own farts, not good, but you just keep doing it.
Hey man, my beef sometimes it's like, hey, okay, yeah, I can.
But it's not like it smells good. You just keep smelling.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't smell good at all.
And it's the same
Everyone
situation
will tell you
with
that it doesn't.
Yeah, it's the same situation with that Flamin' Hot Mountain Dew. It's not good, but you just keep drinking it.
All right.
What's your favorite Mountain Dew?
My favorite Mountain Dew, Livewire.
Interesting.
The orange. That's my favorite color, though. I think that's part of that reason. I don't really love orange pop, but the orange Mountain Dew just did it for me, especially in a can. If you get it in a can, it's cold in a can.
Summer day, nothing hits harder than a cold can of Mountain Dew.
Good. Or a cold can. We were going to talk about pizza.
Yeah.
What do you pair with pizza? So, like, when you talk about, okay, we're going to have pizza, what do you want to drink with it? Like, what's your go-to beverage with pizza?
Can I get a location setting? Here?
Anywhere?
Probably cold beer, if I'm being honest.
So if we're like, we're going to order a pizza from Jack and Doe's after we're done here, and you're like, I want to get something to drink. You go down to the store, you grab something to drink just to come down here.
Yeah, probably like a beer or two, honestly.
Beer? Tall boy? All right, Greggy.
It really doesn't matter.
Greggy, what's your beverage? Oh, wait, you don't drink and eat at the same time, so.
But if I was going to drink, it'd probably be like Coke or Pepsi.
Okay.
I like to have a nice cola with my pizza.
I swear by this, that
You're a Pepsi
Pepsi
guy.
and pizza go together like no other. I've always been a Pepsi guy. I've loved Pepsi.
I remember that. You're a Pepsi guy.
And I was raised, I think, like a lot of it comes from my grandma being a Pepsi person and kind of like that just passed on down. But it was always like Pepsi's for the adults. You can have water or there's fruit punch. So that was always like okay, all right. When I get old enough, I'm drinking all the Pepsi I want to drink. And that's...
I think that is a magical combination, though. There's something that makes the Pepsi just taste better.
Oh, it goes together like...
Never been a Pepsi guy.
Yeah?
I've always been a Coke guy. Now I'm a Diet Coke guy.
Diet Coke. See, I can't drink Diet Pop. I don't know. Diet Pop
that's
just...
literally the only one I like. I don't even know... I mean, it
gives me a headache.
I went over this like 2 weeks ago. I don't even know why I like it. It is...
You don't have to have a reason.
No.
You don't have to have a reason.
Literally today, went to Circle K, got a Polar Pop. Got Diet Coke.
Why would you get Diet Coke on a Polar Pop?
Well, first of all, I wanted that new purple Mountain Dew.
Oh, yeah.
And they don't have it.
Bro,
they have signs up everywhere. They have signs up everywhere.
How does that happen?
They have a huge flag outside that says Purple Mountain Dew and it's flavor.
I did have it once.
How do you advertise something that you don't have and then they don't have it for so long?
Nowhere. None of the Circle K's in town have it.
But they all have signs up.
I got it once at one.
One time.
So did I.
So good though.
I got it one time and it was really, really good.
It was really good.
Really good.
Really good.
I'd like to have it again if I could find it again.
Yeah, it was really good.
Oh yeah, I would get it again if I could find it.
For sure.
For sure. They need to make that into one of those freezers, you know? Like one of those slushies.
Ooh, that'd be really good.
Yeah, a grape slush. Fire.
We on the way up to that Canal Park, we stopped at a 7-Eleven and
Slurpees.
watching Tommy make a Slurpee.
Tommy spilled a slush all over the floor.
Oh my god, bro! Is he one of the people that gets like all of it in one?
Well, no, he tried to get it, and he's trying to do two things at once. He's got shit in this arm. He's trying to make this slushy in the other arm, and it just drops right out of his hand.
Oh, bro!
Slush everywhere, all over the store, and he's grabbing napkins, trying to clean that off the ground. I'm laughing my ass off. He didn't think it was too funny, but
no, I had one of those situations today. We went and got my girl and I and one of my roommates. We went and got Cane's today up in Sandusky.
Oh,
and I was
right.
trying to get.
Tommy loves Cane's.
Yeah, I was
he does.
trying to be greedy and get like a shitload of napkins out of there, so I had extra ones in the car. And I'm like fighting with it, and as soon as I pull them out, knock my drink all over. I was like, "Are you?" And I literally used all those napkins to clean it up. And then my girlfriend just opens a thing and grabs it. I was like, you just literally watched me
Thanks.
I was like, you literally just let me fail and struggle when you knew that?
Yep.
Like,
oh yeah,
what are you doing? Like, I get
goes.
it, like learning, like live and learn, but like, bro, I just went to war with those napkins and then you're just gonna open it up and grab them?
Yep.
And then she's like,
that's how
she's like, yeah. I'm like, there's no response for that. And then, bro, you gotta pay for extra cane sauce at Cane's now.
Oh,
39 cents. Like, how much more annoying can you be? And they don't even give you like the big cup anymore. Like, you know, they used to have a bigger cup. It's like a little itty bitty one.
Here's the thing, okay? Inflation is real. It's really hitting home with a lot of people.
Oh, yeah, true.
And a lot of businesses, okay? But I am one of those people where don't make things smaller and try to make them the same price. Raise the damn price on it and keep it the same. That's one thing that pisses me off about Cane's. They got their chicken tenders all messed up now because of inflation. Now they're half the size they used to be.
Oh, bro, they were fire.
They're so good. They're really good, but like they're half the size they used to be.
Okay,
I swear, they were like this big the first time I went there. Now they're like this.
Yeah, I think that might be though because there's a shitload of Cane's now.
Oh, I know that.
I think that's just they just can't like afford those things. Used to be so because you used to not be able to eat a 4-piece. It used to be like a 3-piece. And
that's
like,
what I'm saying. And
that's
I feel
dangerous.
Like now it's like I eat a 4-piece and I'm like I probably should have got a 6-piece.
Yeah.
Because they're not as big as they used to be.
Yeah, because I got a 4-piece today, no coleslaw, extra fries.
Am I right? No coleslaw, huh? You're a no coleslaw guy, huh?
I like coleslaw. I like it combined with things.
Okay, all right. Yeah,
like loaded chunks.
The loaded chunks.
I like coleslaw like that. I'm not gonna sit there and eat coleslaw.
Are you a coleslaw on your pulled pork guy?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, needed. But just like raw, like coleslaw on its own. And plus, when I'm at Cane's, the thing that really pushes over, they have crinkle cut fries.
Oh, crinkle fries, for sure.
I'm thinking in my mind, like, do I want extra crinkle cut fries or coleslaw?
At least you're not one of those weirdos who gets extra bread.
I bought the extra piece of bread because here's what I do. You want to hear what I do?
You make sandwiches, don't you?
Oh, do I make sandwiches?
Do I make sandwiches?
Bro, I am
You take a little split.
dog. I'm disgusting when I eat canes.
Put the little tendy in there, a little fries.
I'm different, so I flip it to the soft side, press it down, and then make like a little bed for the tender, and then put the fries on it. Then it's difficult to pour the sauce on it because I'm like a 5-year-old, so it gets everywhere. So I just dip it in the sauce and bite.
See, I take the bun, like the piece of bread, I just make it like a hot dog bun. So I just like split it.
Yeah.
And I stuff like some fries down in there. And then I put the tender in there and I put some more fries on
Yeah.
top. And then just drizzle the sauce all over
That's
it.
probably the easiest way. I'm just so impatient when it comes to food. That's just like a vacuum. So it's just like get the bread, press
Smash.
it, tender in. Yeah, I'm like Joey Chestnut, dipping it in my drink, eating it. No, but Cane's is fire.
But no, am I the only one with that argument that like
You are right. Their tenders have gotten smaller.
But would you rather a company make things smaller and keep it the same price, or would you rather raise the price and just keep it the same?
I think I gotta be with you. Raise the price, keep the same quality.
I mean, here's the thing: what's it going to cost you for real? Like, what's it going to be a price increase of like what, $2 to keep those the same?
And like I'm still gonna go there
Yeah.
because dude, first of all, the quality in Cane's tenders are unreal.
Well, for anybody who wants to complain about prices right now, they just have been living under a damn rock. 'Cause
Yeah, it's obvious.
there's
We
no
know,
reason for you to
bro.
complain about anything when it comes to prices right now. But
Yeah, we know. Everybody knows. We're all dealing with it.
for sure.
We get it.
Yeah,
Just
$60 worth of gas gets me a half a tank right now.
that's insane.
It's ridiculous. My truck is just not.
Not it.
It's not doing it right now. It's not
It ain't it.
It's not
Yeah.
the time to have a 8-cylinder.
My brother had
Four-wheel drive truck.
my brother had a V8 and just downgraded all the way down to a sedan.
I would love to, but I need something to haul equipment with. So
Yep.
gotta have it until I find something better.
But the thing is, he's got to drive to Upper every
Fingers
day.
crossed, we're working on that though.
Bro, he has to drive to Upper there and back every day for work.
Gosh.
Yeah, he's like, because he was doing it for a while. He's just like, bro. He's like, I don't like, because he makes pretty good money and he lives at home, so he has no bills. So he's like, I mean, I can afford it. I don't have any bills or anything. It's just like I don't want to spend that much money on gas.
Right.
So, but now he's got a Fusion and stuff like that. So, but it's nice. Gas, that sucks.
Well, yeah, but that is
Terrible.
what it is.
Yeah. Welcome to 2022.
Yeah. Well, I think that's pretty much going to do it, man. I mean, we've been kind of rolling with this for a while. It's going on, what, 2 hours now? An hour and
Yeah,
43
I think so.
minutes now. So, once again, if you're watching, however you're watching, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, however you're watching, make sure you're subscribed. And if you're on Facebook, go to the page, click on the little 3-dot button, and then click notify me when they go live.
Mm-hmm.
So that way you get notified when we go live and you don't miss out.
Yeah, and you don't have to do all the notifications, just
No.
the live ones.
That's right, just the live. That's it.
Just we don't want to overwhelm you, just the live ones.
That's right. So, and on YouTube, make sure you're subscribed. It is helping us a lot. If we can get that subscriber count over 1,000, we can do some really special things. So please, folks, make sure you get subscribed on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook, Twitch, Instagram. I think we're over 200 followers now.
Twitter.
Right?
Yeah, creeping up on 200.
Creeping up on 200.
Creeping up on
there we are.
200.
And then Twitter, working on that. I think we're almost to 600 followers now on Twitter. So
Yep.
make sure you give us a follow. Once again, thanks to all of you for tuning in here on Mullin It Over. Thanks to Greg Kinn, our producer extraordinaire, for keeping us on the air. And thanks to my buddy Joey Krajewski here for joining us once again on Mullin It Over. That's going to do it. For Greg Kinn and Joey Krajewski, I'm Nate Mullins, signing off here in Studio Squared in downtown Tiffin. Thanks for tuning in here on Mullin It Over on Heart of Ohio Sports. Have a good one.